The thief was a woman. She discovered a keyhole in a mirror in the bathroom, wondering if something valuable was hidden inside. Her curiosity got the better of her. After a huge effort, she finally managed to open it. But by the time she tried to escape, it was too late. A monster's hand shot out, wrapping her up tightly and dragging her into the hole. After a series of chewing sounds, all went quiet. A sticky tentacle silently turned off the light, and the scene shifted to a mortuary. It turned out the previous scene was a story the curator was telling the girl who had come to apply for a position. She was deeply fascinated by dark stories. The curator chuckled and began showing her around. They arrived at a female corpse. Every body in the room had a story, and this one was no exception. David's wife had been bedridden for years, like a vegetative patient. To care for her, David had almost no leisure, rarely socialized, lived in the most rundown apartment, and his income barely covered medical bills. Day after day, year after year, the love they once shared had completely disappeared. He sought the doctor's advice on how to find release. The doctor whispered to him that certain drugs, if taken in excess, could kill someone in their sleep without leaving any trace. That night, David carefully prepared his wife, took out her favorite rabbit statue, and coldly placed 4 pills inside it, hoping to end their mutual suffering. Unexpectedly, his wife reacted, suddenly grabbing his hand and trembling. He quickly helped her spit out the pills, but in the moment he turned, she fell forward, hitting the table and the rabbit statue heavily, and remained completely still. David went into a panic. He grabbed the largest box in the house, planning to dump her body in the wild, but it didn't fit. He then brought a chainsaw, managed to fit the body inside the box, and finally entered the elevator. Suddenly, it malfunctioned and wouldn't open. Blood seeped from the box, and David completely broke down. He angrily threw his wedding ring. The elevator began to plummet endlessly. Through the glass, memories of the happiness he once shared with his wife flashed before his eyes like movie scenes. Just then, the box opened on its own. His wife floated out like a ghost, picked up the ring he had thrown, put it back on him, and embraced him. When the police arrived, there was no blood in the elevator, only David murmuring the words, "undying devotion," until the end. It turned out all of this had been a hallucination. David had long since gone insane. The curator said that everything has rules and destiny, and that the true asylum was David's fate. The girl found the story rather dull and asked the curator for something more shocking. So the curator began to tell the story of a pregnant man